before I crash into a tree.
Great intro to the stream. Thank you very much, Evil. So, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to Gavra Racing. It's been a little sabbatical for a little while for myself, but we're back here on comms duty with myself and Evil Dragon, who's out on track crashing a Jaguar of some sort. But we're here for the first, well, not really official practice, but we're here for the practice session for the official 24 hours of the month for Gavra Racing. Got a couple of guys running around doing test laps, etc, etc. We've been in here for about an hour just seeing how guys are getting on. That's a Toyota in the gravel. But we're really looking forward to this event. Should be a really, really fun event. Full 24 hours of racing with teams involved, etc. So, Evil is crashing. No, he's not crashing, actually. He's doing a good job over there. But, Evil, are you looking forward to this event?
Oh, I am. As the potential honorary pace car driver.
Yes. Well, I think he'd be more like a danger car, if I'm totally honest with you.
There is going to be a shunt. However, Jack's quite nice. It's quite fast. It's really fast. Quite fast now. 190. Straight.
So, yeah, we're going to be holding this event on the 25th of August. Until the 26th, obviously, full 24 hours of racing with comms duty provided by myself and a couple of others throughout the day, and it should be a really, really fun event. We've got drivers from different leagues involved. We've got two guys in here, namely Boniface and Ghost Hunter, who are from AOR. We have a few others from AOR due to join as well later on for later practice sessions. This is the first practice, so getting people involved, etc. So we'll go through who's here today, actually just running through. We got Hio, the coordinator, who's put this all together. Well, great job to him, of course. It's a really, really tough job bringing all this together, and it's going to be, I think it's going to come off really well. Alachamp's Gavra Racing driver from GT3 from a while ago. And then we have Boniface, who I'm familiar with in AOR at the moment, racing in GT3 and the F1 leagues. Back when I did it anyway, he was in AOR F8. I think he's a tier or two up from that now. I think he's in F5, from what I remember, in the F1. I think he's in Pro Tier GT3 as well. So he's here driving the Porsche. Actually, I'll just go through Hio and Alachamps are both in the Porsche as well. Of course, the class for this is the LMP1H class, which is the DLC. The 2016 Le Mans cars. Then we have Ghost Hunter in the Audi, who is also from AOR, who is also in the F8 tier for AOR F1, and he's here driving that Audi. Teammates with Boniface, they're driving for, I think, I'm pretty sure they named the team Dreamy Racing. That's a running joke in the group chat I'm in. So there's that. Then we have Monch, a guy I'm not familiar with, but potentially could be from one of the German racing leagues. I'll have to check that one. Let me just go into the online lobby and just quickly check. Is there a way I can check this? Can I check profiles at all? Yes. 1 second. See if we can check this. Switzerland, potentially. It's a German-speaking country, / French. Close enough, I reckon. So, I'm not too sure. He could be a guy. I'm going to get hate for that one.
Yeah, no, that's not gone well.
Okay, no, he's Swiss. It's a completely separate country. I cannot say anything otherwise. But I think he's in one of the German region racing leagues, or potentially he's a Gavra driver. I haven't done any Gavra races in about 7-8 months, so I'm not really caught up on everything. Then we have Danger Car out on track in the Jaguar.
Haven't crashed
Yet. Then we have dear. And we have Aleds in the Toyota, who appears to be pulled up to the side of the road in the barrier. So that's
towards Indy.
Let's just see. I think so. Let's check where Alachamps is on track. Yeah, that's towards Indianapolis. So that must have hurt. I think he's pulled up to the side of the road. I don't think he was actually involved in the crash, but he's pulled up to the side of the road. Hello to Jess, who's in the chat. She's joined us today. I don't know how she found us, but she's here. Probably came out on my Twitter, more likely.
Yeah, no, definitely did.
Oh dear. What have I done?
brakes.
Yes, it did come out on my Twitter. There we go. So we have 54 minutes remaining of this test session. And currently it's Hio setting the pace on a 3:21.695, 6/10 quicker than Alacham, and a big, huge gap of more than 3 seconds to the next car of Boniface below Alachamps. There, all top 3 are Porsches. Then the first of the Audis comes through of Ghost Hunter, who is 0.2 of a second behind the Porsche of Boniface. I'm sure he can go quicker than that, but guys are doing their long runs, and I think Ghost Hunter's going to run out of fuel very shortly. He's on 5 litres of fuel. I don't think he's going to be able to make it around the entire lap, actually, so that'll be fun. Meanwhile, in the Jag,
it's quite nice, you know. Good handling.
Yeah, Vector's in the chat.
Oh dear.
He's watching you just do this. So yeah, let's just go through the event. Actually, we will actually have a pace car for the beginning of the race. Not sure who's driving that yet, but it could end up being this guy. So yeah, it's going to be a crash.
Yeah, there's going to be an accident.
Oh, that's a lag spike. Oh, we had somebody join. I think that's Cypher Knight, I think, is it? Yeah. Yes, it is.
Cypher Knight.
Aha! A bit of variety. Cypher Knight joins us in the GTE class. So we're running, this is a multi-class event, of course. We're running the LMP1H and GTE. So, what have you done? Oh, dear.
Nothing.
I just seen you sideways through Indianapolis. But, as I said, full 24 hours of racing, multi-class event, and Cypher Knight's going for the 488 GTE. Interesting choice for the GTE. I thought a lot would go for the Ford, but I think the 488 is a nice handling car. I just don't think it's the quickest, but in the right hands, I suppose it could end up being the quickest. And yeah, I hope it's going to be a good event. As I said, 25th to the 26th of August. Driver swaps are enabled, of course. Our coordinator, Hio, has put together a live timing application. So we'll be running the event in a practice session, of course, because the normal race lobbies don't allow driver swaps to occur. Only for people who are running on the same PS4, but for those who are not on the same PS4, we have a live timing application which will allow drivers to keep track on their positions and on the laps they're on, and it'll also help us in the comms box to keep an eye on proceedings. So
you can't. I've been nudged off the road by a Porsche.
And oh lord, what have we? Oh dear. Right, I just noticed. Oh, that was Boniface. It's an AOR driver who's shoved you off the road there. Apparently, maybe he didn't. But he's just gone within a second of the fastest time right here. So he's within a couple of tenths of Alachamps. The 2 Gavra drivers are 1 and 2 at the moment, with AOR bringing up 3rd and 4th in the standings. Of course, this is a team event with the driver swaps enabled, so when you have driver swaps enabled, people come into the pits, we will have all cars waiting in the pit lane, and once you come into the pit lane, you make your stop of a set amount of time, and when you make that pit stop, you then drive out a little bit, and the other driver will make their way out onto the track and begin their stint. So it allows drivers to swap the drivers. We have teams of 5 as the maximum, and we have plenty of interest from the leagues. Of course, we've got drivers from Gavra, from AOR, from one of the German racing leagues, as far as I know, and a few independent runners as well. So Vector's joining us from Belgium, of course, because he's on holidays. Yeah. Pity can't join us. Alachamp's in the pit lane currently. Hio in the pit lane. A lot of drivers in the pit lane. Probably just check the chat as well. Yeah, everything's fine there. So, of course, as I said, we'll have a full comms team for it as well, switching throughout the day. As much as we can, at least. So let's actually share this link. Probably a good idea. Let's have a look. Looking at Boniface right now going down the Mulsanne. Oh, actually, Pio's done it for me. Thankfully. As far as I can see, I think he sent a link into one of the chats there. So 48 minutes left on the clock for the first test session of the Gavra Racing, 24 hours of Le Mans. I'm not quite sure who to pick for this one. Hayo's a very quick driver. He's a GT3 champion in Gavra Racing already. And multiple race winner in that as well. Then we have Alechamps, who's also a very respected racer in Gavra Racing as well. Boniface, a race winner in our F8, of course, a 3-time winner if I remember. And Ghost Hunter as well, very consistent. But of course, Project Cars 2 is a very different game, and I think Evil's had an accident. Oh God! Alright, let's actually see if we can go for an onboard here. Let's go on board with Cypher Knight in the GTE Ferrari. An interesting thing to look at here. Let's go on the onboard cam. Well, can I get roof cam, please? There we go. So we're riding on board with Cypher Knight in the GTE Ferrari. We're riding up towards the Dunlop Bridge here. This is a really tough braking zone here. A little bit of camber on either side. We want to spin you round, but you got to control that. Then down the hill through the S's towards the Mulsanne Straight. This is a very, very high speed section, especially in the LMP1s.
That's gonna hurt.
And it appears there's been an accident. Oh, the GT Cypher Knight sideways up that hill. It's very easy to get sideways there. Then into the Mulsanne corner. Make sure not to run out too wide there. You will get penalised. I have a feeling he did get penalised for that one. Then down the Mulsanne Straight, which is not as long as it used to be. If you play the vintage track on Project Cars 2, you will realise how long that straight used to be. It was a bit stupid. And very, very high speeds. So they had to break it up into three different parts actually. So we're coming into the first of the Mulsanne chicanes here. Onto the brakes. Make sure to hit that inside apex. And run it out to that one. That was very nicely taken from Cypher Knight there. And then also the second part of the Mulsanne, which is the main road normally. And is quite bumpy, as you will notice. So let's see if we can I get the interface back? Thank you very much. Go trackside for this one as it goes out in the Mulsanne, lights ablaze. And running down to the second of the chicanes, which runs in the opposite direction to the one we just went through. Goes left entry instead of right entry. This is also a very tough one. Gotta make sure to get that turn in correctly. And very nicely done from Cypher Knight down towards the last of the sections of the Mulsanne. Rising up the hill and down into this very, very tough right-hander, which a lot of people crash at, including Mr. Danger Car down here. And it's especially tough on the wet. So there he goes. Make sure to get on the brakes. Just as he hit the curb there, onto the brakes, in, get the car turned in. Very nicely done from Cypher Knight. Then down towards Indianapolis, which is where Peter Dunbrick took off into the trees in the Mercedes. Just on the right hand side past this bridge here is where he almost died, but he didn't. Still very much alive and almost won Goodwood in an electric car. Here we go then, down towards Indianapolis. Extremely scary section of track to get wrong, but satisfying to get right. Cypher Knight right on the limit there as he went into Indianapolis, and beautifully taken. And under the Gant sign into this is the slowest corner of the track, and very easy to run wide. Then down towards the Porsche curves, underneath the Porsche sign of course as you head towards it. And it's a lot quicker in the LMP1 cars, of course, but GTE cars are just as quick. You'd be surprised. Let's ride on board with Cypher Knight here. If I can just get the thing up, thank you. Right on board as we run through the Porsche curves. Watch. A flick to the right. Let's get the speed up so you just get a sense of the speed here. 135 miles an hour as we run to the second part of the Porsche curves here. This is the toughest part right here. It's very easy to drift wide, especially on this one to get a penalty. And towards the Corvette and Ford chicanes. The Corvette is the first one and the Ford are the last one. So this first part is very quick. Get onto the brakes, get it turned in. and get it slowed down enough not to cut the next corner into the forward chicane. And careful not to run out to the gravel. That is a lap of Le Mans on with the GTE cars, which is probably most likely invalidated. Yes. So there we are. That is Le Mans. 43 minutes left on the clock. And test session seems to be going very well at the moment. Oh, Ghost Hunter just telling me he's also driving in GT3 in AOR, so good to know. Jess is also asking how our driver swap's going to work. Now, the basic idea is guys on the same PS4 are going to have no issues, just going to come into the pit lane and switch seats, pretty much, in real life. But for the guys who are on different PS4s, Hayo has made a live timing app that he's coded himself to keep an eye on drivers and positions and lap times and also the lap counter. And having that enables driver swaps from different PS4s to be enabled, so when drivers come in, they'll make a pit stop of a set time. Full damage repair, full fuel and tyres. And once you have that done, you'll drive on a little bit and your teammate will drive out of the garage. All the other drivers will be waiting in the garage, or they will just join before you end your stint. And that's the basic idea of how it's going to work. Even if you are causing a traffic jam.
Yes, I am.
There is Evil, lights ablaze, the Porsche alongside. That's a beautiful shot, actually.
There's a braking gear coming up, isn't there?
Oh dear God!
Through the cones. I didn't hit the cones.
Yeah. So, Evil, are you competing in this, or what's the story?
Peasant Ferrari.
That's really not a good sign, is it, when you see a Jaguar driven by a commentator passing you? Oh dear. Oh dear. Are you competing in this event, or?
I don't know. Am I?
Are you?
I don't know. I think I've the safety car.
Well, you can join me up in the comments box. That's what you can do. So, Ohio, fastest man on track currently, leaves the pit lane in the Porsche. And all is going well. He's the first driver in the 3-minute 21s.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's not gone well.
I see a Jaguar missing out of Indianapolis. Camera cannot pick him up. If I change to on board, where am I going to find it? Oh, there. Yeah, there's a Toyota there. So if you're enjoying, leave a like, subscribe, etc, etc. 40 minutes left on the clock. We've been going for an hour and 30 minutes now. So, all Porsche top 3, followed by Audi and Toyota. Almost seems like the real event. Will we see a Toyota break down on the final lap? I hope not, but that really interesting. So let's see. Need to share the link a bit more. Actually, get some interest involved in the. Have you died? Have you died?
Well.
I'm gonna have a look, see if he died. Ah! Oh dear. Yes. There's been an accident.
Can't turn now. There we go. Just.
Warning. Wow. Evil Dragon does not represent the driving standards of Gavra Racing. You're turning full lock to the left, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Anyways, moving swiftly on. Ghost informed me that he's actually going for some quali laps. He's coming down the end of the Mulsanne section, down towards Indianapolis. in the Audi, which is extremely powerful. And of course, with the 2016 LMP1 cars, they have ERS involved, or energy recovery systems, which allow them to be manually deployed and give a lot of power. Of course, all these cars are hybrid. Whoa! The commitment through Indianapolis in the LMP1 cars is just amazing to watch. And these things are 2 years old. As of now, nearly 3 years old. And a bit wide from Ghost there, but nicely taken. Let's see if he goes a little bit quicker. He's running low fuel, low downforce. Watch the speed as he runs towards the Porsche curves. You'll be amazed at the commitment these guys put through the Porsche curves. Here comes the Audi, lights ablaze. Into the Porsche curves, 140 miles an hour on entry to the Porsche curves, and watch the commitment through this section. This is just wonderful. This long right-hander especially, no lift at all through there. Oh, it's just amazing in these cars. I think it's going to be a quick lap from Ghost actually. Let's see what he can do in that Audi. The Porsche, of course, it would be seen as the quickest of the lot. Let's see what the Audi can do. It's just coming through the Corvette chicanes into the Ford chicane. A little bit sideways. Here he comes to the line. Is it going to be a quick one? Yes, it is. He goes second. 0.08 of a second slower than Hayo around a lap. That is so long. That is minuscule amounts right there. That is really, really evil.
I haven't got any more turn then.
Oh dear. Evil Dragon has lodged himself in the pit lane. That's not good. So 37 minutes left on the clock then. Alchamp's come across the line. I think he's just doing some race runs right now. He's not going any quicker. I'm just trying to sort out something to say. If I'm a bit silent, don't worry about it.
Well, that really hasn't gone well now. I haven't got any turn. Can't turn. Oh.
Okay, so we only have one GTE car in the lobby today. That's just Cypher Night. There will be more, of course. A lot of people are opting for the LMP1s for obvious reasons, because of the speed. I think Ghost is on his way into the pits, judging by his sector times. So that'll be an interesting one. Hayo is out on track as well, on his way down to Indianapolis. Let's just watch the commitment from our coordinator. 200 miles an hour into Indianapolis. Not quite as spectacular as Ghost, but he is running a lot higher fuel. 35 minutes left on the clock for this first official practice session of the Gavra Racing 24 Hours of Le Mans. It's going to be a long event, and I really hope it goes well. Ghost Hunter almost has a horrible shunt into Indianapolis. And of course, if you are interested in racing, then do give us a shout. Or if you're interested in commentating or directing, give me a shout especially. I'll just put my PSN on the screen right now, actually. You can just see at bottom of the timing sheets as where I belong. And give me a shout. The more the merrier. Oh, God. Meanwhile, in the jack... Evil,
no,
this
that's just... No, I can't turn.
You really should not be driving.
I can't get back into the pits.
Just retire.
Let me. I can't press the pause button. I'll go this way.
So 34 minutes left on the clock now. Ghost, I think, is attacking up towards the first corner. Gets it way too much rotation there. That's going to be the quality lap over. Back into the pit lane, 89 hundredths. Hio doing his race runs. Just get a bit of, if we can get a bit of cockpit cam here, you can see what the drivers are seeing. Oh god, there's been a cracked windscreen there. This is not what he's seeing, by the way. This is just the game doesn't repair the damage for the commentators, unfortunately. So,
finally,
there's that. See, we also have two brave people going in the Toyotas, which will be seen as the slower of the two or three, but they are really fun to drive and very, very loud, which is always nice. Of course, these cars may or may not have broke down on the final lap of the 2016 Le Mans and lost it. This is the very same car. Alex comes to the line. Is he on an improved lap? That's a negative. Oh dear, Evil has left the session.
That's not going well, has it?
Not really. So, how long have we been going for? 18 minutes. Let's, we'll see if we can try and get to the end of the event. We probably won't. We're just trying to give an introduction to the event. Get some, coverage for it. But of course, this is only a practice session. The official qualifying session will be beginning in the next few weeks, and of course the big race event is due to start on the 25th of August and end on the 26th of August. So I'm not sure if we're going to be streaming late into the night, but it should be a challenge for these guys, and I really hope it goes well. I'm sure it will. A long time in the works. Boniface actually went a little bit quick. Excuse me. On that lap, he goes third fastest, 3:22.071, or life second and third on the standings. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I may have just recruited a commentator. Brilliant.
Ah, well done, Steve.
Jess might join us.
Ooh, that's nice.
So, we might actually grab her for the event, which would be very nice. So, Hio fastest, 3:21.695, is going slowly down the Mulsanne and back into the pit lane. Ghost is second, 3:21.785. Of course, lap times won't really matter in the long terms of the race, but for qualifying, of course, they do. And the higher up you can start, the better. So it is quite close, actually, between the top four. 6/10 separate the top four. And I'm not sure what's going on down here with the Toyotas, but they're really off the pace. I'm not sure if they're just not liking the setup or whatever. So Evil has returned. And what has he gone in this time? Oh dear, it's a giant GTE car. Okay, that's the M.
Like reuniting with an old friend.
Oh yeah, you used to drive this in the multi-class events, the GTE and LMP.
Before I was murdered.
GTE and LMP3, isn't it?
Yep.
I used to commentate, I should know. But yeah.
Never raced.
No, but that's the M6 GTE car.
My old livery as well.
Yeah, so nice to have that one back. So I have 2 GTE cars now. Let's see if you can beat the Ferrari. If you can, good job. The Toyota getting a little bit closer now. 331.482. Running really low on the suspension right there. So really aggressive aero strategy. Oh, huge commitment. Through the, before the Mulsanne there. Into the Mulsanne corner. Sideways. So he's really pushing on his Alids here. Flying down the Mulsanne. You'll just get a sense of the speed here. 190 miles an hour. Easily reaching 200 without even stretching. 202 miles an hour. I'm getting a little bit slower. I think I was using the energy recovery as he... Oh, massive commitment through that chicane. That's going to go around. 10 out of 10 for effort, but that didn't really go well. Boniface got closer again that lap. He's just edging closer. 3 liters of fuel. He's not going to have enough to finish the next lap. But there's his AOR teammate. Just goes across the grass there. And he's 0.2 of a second behind Hio there, so they're slowly edging closer towards the fastest lap time. "27 minutes remaining on the clock." So, most drivers in the pit lane now. Making setup changes, getting used to how the car feels on the long runs.
Oh, I've been taken out.
Oh. That is a dead BMW that I'm witnessing on my screen. Alachamp's on his way through the Ford chicane. Let's see, is he going faster on that lap or is it just another race run? Oh, fastest time, 321.51. Goes 1/10 of a second quicker than Hio. So it's Gavra Racing 1-2 at the moment, with AOR 3rd and 4th. So Ghost Hunter on his way out on an out lap. And Cypher Knight, the first of the GTEs. And I've just been informed we're going to have a little test race after this is done. That might be fun. Evil, will you join me?
Don't see why not.
Well, I mean, yeah, good.
If anyone else wants to join, I suppose they could, can't they?
Yep, no worries. It is only a practice session anyway. So, we'll get a first taste of how the cars feel in a race situation. So Ghost is on his way down the hill into Indianapolis. Just getting those tyres warmed up. And the beautiful rear lights on that Audi shining through. Nicely integrated into the rear wing design. So, coming down towards the Porsche curves, he's about to begin a lap here. Let's see how he's going to do. He's going to go top of the times. He's gone out with very low fuel. So he's really going for a fast time here. I heard a little squeal from Evil there as he... Oh dear. Oh, pfft. Right, well he's died. Let's watch Owl through Indianapolis. Oh my lord, it just doesn't get old looking at that. Because the camera angle is beautiful as well, just to get the 24 minutes remaining. Jess asks, are you the pace car, Evil?
Yeah, that is a possibility right now.
Yeah. Alachamp's coming through the Porsche curves.
Oh!
Oh! And the BMW Lights Ablaze has died on the Mulsanne. Oh dear. Evil, well, how on earth did you do that?
Don't know, Jack. The trees seem to have gone under the floor on my screen. This is very interesting. Can't reset.
So they're going to do a little test race in the qualifying session, which would be nice. So the standings of the practice session will be the grid for the little test race. Alachamp's fastest, Hio second, Ghost on a lap currently. I've nearly been sitting here for 2 hours. So, oh, an Evil returns from the dead. Oh God! He'll yeah, no. Come on, you got this. Come on, there you go. Dear, what have you done to the car? Only Evil Dragon can flip it. Oh God! Evil, how are you doing this?
I think. Well, a modern art, my friend.
Yeah, oh God, Ghost Hunter has died in Indianapolis. Evil, I'd recommend you kind of... I'd like you just to stay... Oh. I wish you were just going to stay there and let Boniface get really confused as to why there's a BMW on its side in the middle of the Mulsanne.
Better?
What have you done? Oh, I can't see on the cameras. What have you done? Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Right, well, Boniface is on his way down the Mulsanne at the moment. I think he's about to meet you, Evil.
Figure out what I've done to make this thing do what it's doing.
I'm coming down to the end of the straight. Where on earth are you? Oh, there you are. Through goes the Porsche, very confused. And actually, let's keep an eye on Ghost Hunter as he comes to the end of the lap. I think he's about to start one. He's a little bit uncommitted through that Corvette chicane.
Do some magic so we down the straight suit. Gotta perform a magic trick.
And Evil with his magic trick. Here we go. Oh, God.
That wasn't the magic trick.
Oh my God!
Huh.
Evil has died. Kiwi just asking, when does the race start? It should start after... Well, if we're talking about the practice race, it starts after 20 minutes. But the actual 24-hour race begins on the 25th of August and ends on the 26th. So, after that horrible accident we've just witnessed, my phone's fallen on the floor, and
wrong.
Evil has broken that BMW beyond recognition.
I think I've really broken the suspension.
Well, I think so, because you're going backwards, mate.
It just wants to roll over on me.
Let me just put a disclaimer out. Evil does not race normally, as you can tell. God. Let's not look at that. Boniface comes to the line. Very committed through the forward chicane. As he comes to the line, is it going to be a quick lap here from Boniface? It's not quicker, but he is very, very committed. Goes under 200 miles an hour at the end of the Mulsanne into the right-hander. Then onto the ERS, get the speed up as quick as he can. Using all of that electrical energy in the battery to get up to speed. And down towards Indianapolis. 200 miles an hour in Indianapolis, watch the commitment. 203 into Indianapolis, no movement from the car whatsoever. Great setup on the car from Ghost Hunter there. Needs to find 0.2 of a second to go fastest. Goes a bit deep. And then into the Porsche curves. So here we go then into the Porsche curves. Getting a little bit sideways. Here we go through the second part. 160 miles an hour, no lift at all. That is sideways through the final part of the Porsche curves. 17 minutes remain. Ghost Hunter is about to come towards the Corvette chicane, into the Ford chicane. Getting on the brakes and getting it through. This is going to be quicker, or is it going to be slower? It's quickest, 321.397. He goes 1/10 of a second quicker goes to the top of the timing sheets for the Dreamy Racing team. Allo Champs once again, huge commitment from the Swede through Indianapolis. Into this next right-hander. Kyle goes down to third place. It's now an Audi that tops the timing sheets, followed by 3 Porsches and a Toyota. What can Allo Champs do? Can he respond? He's been going really well out there. Boniface needs to find half a second. He's out on track currently as well. Now it's turning into a real qualifying battle because they know they've got a test race next. Around through the Porsche curves once again. Let's see what Allo Champs can do. Oh God. Evil has died. Here comes Allo Champs to the line. Can he go in quick? Can he go quicker? Can't see because there's a notification blocking my screen. No, he can't. Can Boniface make it a dreamy 1-2 here? Be interesting to see. 15 minutes remaining. Into the Porsche curves. Let's see in the second part. The second part is the crucial part of this lap here. A little bit sideways. That rear end wants to come around. Yeah, not quite as committed as Ghost. You can see just hints of lifting in there. So this might be a slower lap, or it could end up being quicker. So let's see, through the Corvette chicane into the Ford. And to the line. Is it quicker? It is not. It's gonna go quickly turn my light on. It's very dark right now. We're back. Eva, are you still alive?
Yes.
Oh, good. I thought
Wow.
you died.
Yeah, no, I did die.
Oh well.
Rest in peace.
Well, just judging off the pace here, I'm not quite sure who to pick or who to pick to take the win here. We've got a few missing. We've actually got a lot missing, but
how long is this little race then?
We shall find out in due course. It could end up being an hour.
Ah.
But even if we do a little bit of it.
Maybe the first lap or so.
Yeah. So. 13 minutes remaining. Evil returns once again.
Oh my god.
And he's gone out in an LP1 car, which look at that. In the Audi, interestingly enough. Which would be seen as the slower, but Ghost Hunter proves otherwise. He's gone quickest. But Alachamp's doing his own thing, doing his race runs. He's done 25 laps in total, which is more than anybody in the session has done. So he's going to have a lot of valuable data of how the car's going to handle throughout the race. How's Boniface doing? Is he improving? Let's quickly have a look at those timings. He's done a very quick first sector. He's also done a very quick second sector. So this could be about to be very quick. We shall have to wait and see. Yeah, that's a lot better from Boniface through the Porsche curves there. So let's see what he can do. As he throws the car through the Ford chicane there. That's amazing commitment from Boniface there. Goes a little bit wide across the curb there, and he comes to the line, and what a lap! 3:19.6. So you go 1.7 seconds quicker at the top of the time speed. That is a mega lap from Boniface there. The Dreamy guys celebrate. Incredible lap. Wow. That is very, very quick. And I've heard some of the guys are able to do 3:18s. So, what do the guys have an answer to that one? That was absolutely mega from Boniface there. 204 miles an hour as he comes to the end of the Mulsanne. I'm sure he's got more time in that car. 205 miles an hour on the brakes into the chicane. That is incredible commitment. He goes wide out there. That's going to be the lap invalidated, unfortunately. Back to the pit lane. Can Ghost Hunter respond to anything? Yeah, he's definitely pushing. 185 miles an hour onto the brakes. Our champ's still going around on his 26th lap of Le Mans in quick succession. That is a lot of laps. Meanwhile, in the other Audi, dear God. Let's see. Where does Evil rank on the leaderboards? Can he go quicker than the Toyotas?
Not on a lap yet.
Alright, well now you're on a lap.
No.
Okay, if you can beat the Toyotas, good.
And what's their times?
3:31.
Shall see.
Oh, God! I twitched this Toyota almost have a horrible accident in Indianapolis. Let's see what can Ghost do here. he's a lot slower in that that first sector, so that's not going to happen, unfortunately. So what about Alochamps? What was his what's his sector time? He's still keeping on the pace even though he's on his 27th lap of the circuit. Yeah. And I've just been told I've gone and done a Murrayism evil.
Ah, what have you done now?
This lap could be slower or faster.
Ah, well, it could be slower or faster.
Yeah, well, dear God.
What's soup become?
Discount.
Discount me.
Yeah, discount you.
Everyday value evil.
So I'm discount Murray Walker.
Yes.
Yeah, you're discount Murray Walker. I'm discount Murray Walker. Yeah, take that as you will. Here we go. Alachamp's still trying to get some data for the race. He's on this 27th lap of the circuit, and he's been going around for the past 2 hours pretty much, has not come in, and has been setting pretty impressive lap times, and is probably in the groove now. So Ghost Hunter's also out on the circuit there just at the end of his lap. Yeah, he's not on a timed lap at all, I'd wager. He's backing off through the 4 chicanes. I'd imagine he's about to start one. Yeah, punches it out of the Corvette chicane there. Meanwhile, Discount Murray Walker is about to throw it into the Porsche curves. I've seen this end badly before, so in he goes. Oh, that's gone well. Second part of the Porsche curves. Jesus, that's gone sideways. Oh God. Yeah. Okay, that went well, sort of. Coming towards the 4 chicanes. The Audi, lights ablaze. Good commitment. Let's see. Is he going to go faster than... Oh, God! And off! What's the lap time going to be? He reverses across the line. He goes faster than a Toyota by 1/10 of a second.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Actually, he went faster by about 400ths, even with reversing across the line.
I call that an achievement.
Yes, well done. With a Toyota, oh God, the Toyota has broken down on the Mulsanne. Ghost, how's he doing? He is going up towards the end of the Mulsanne. And he's passing the broken down Toyota, I think. That looks like a very broken Toyota. End of the Mulsanne. Oh, he spun it. Oh, God. So that's that lap over. What can Alids do? Can he improve in the Toyota? Just doesn't seem to be anywhere near the pace at the moment. Aside from that in the GTE as well, hasn't been out on track for a moment, but oh, Evil, you've been beaten. The Toyota has gone quicker than you. 332.854. Oh, God! And the Audi. Lights now on the floor. Has died.
That's not gone well, has it?
Eva, what have you done?
may have just the car just wouldn't stop.
Ah.
Medic?
Nice sound of a diesel engine ticking over there. So, Boniface saying there's more time. He says he can do an 18.5, which is another 1.1 seconds quicker than what he's just done here. So he's gonna some mega lap times there from Boniface. So they're asserting their authority. He's asserting his place. Let's just keep an eye on Ghost, see where he is. How's he doing? Yeah, good first sector. Same cannot be said, however, for the second sector at the moment. I think he's had to back out of that one. Just either that or the timings have glitched. So we've got 2 minutes remaining on the clock. We've managed to go through a full hour. However, I've been sitting here for another hour. Evil is getting held up by a Toyota. I'm going for first, he says. And here comes the Audi, lights ablaze. Slipstreaming 200 and... oh god, it's very fast. 207 miles an hour out of the slipstream. That's going to be a fast first sector. It was not. So then, oh, that's from the previous lap. Actually, you should probably ignore that one. Anywho. Now, Ghost, how's he doing? Coming to the end of his lap here. He's got 3 seconds. Yeah, those timings are unfortunately glitched. So, let's see if he's going to improve. He's got a Toyota all over him as he runs down towards the Porsche curves. So let's see, I'm just trying to sort something out here. Just gotta check something in the messages. A minute left on the clock before we go into our test race.
Thank you.
And actually, if you would care to check on the Gavra channel, Hio has got the live timings up and running for the practice race. And you'll be able to see all of the participants. Evil, you're on there.
You and me? Ooh. Am I last?
That's a negative.
No, I'm not last.
No,
How's
because
that
not everybody's here, that's why.
Nah. The honorary pace car.
Yeah. Now it's not correct at the moment, but we'll reset it before the race.
8 seconds to go.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 participants in the LMP1 and 3 in the GTE.
And a broken Audi.
So I can see some people have joined the live timing there. That's how we're going to be keeping an eye on proceedings.
Ferrari just joined us. A bit late though.
Who's joined us?
Ferrari, apparently.
Oh, Ferrari. Oh.
Now, I just want to know, how is this race going to be set up? Are we in quali or in practice right now?
We're currently in practice, but they're just going to do a test race and qualifying. That's not how it's going to go on the real thing. They're going to run it in a practice session, but just going to give it a test. Oh dear! I switched cameras to see this.
Oh, wow.
Oh dear. That has not gone well for Mr. Evil Dragon.
Oh, I went head first into that wall then. Oh, that has exploded.
Yeah. So
might need a medic.
that's your that's going to be your grid order, pretty much, for the test race. It's going to be the Dreamy Guys 1 and 2, and we're going to have a formation lap, of course, as they would in the normal one. So we have just about a minute left before the session ends. And Ghost coming up to finish his lap. How's he doing in the sectors? He's doing decently in the sectors. He's going to be a bit closer to Boniface here. Let's see, he's about 4/10 off in the middle sector. What's he going to do as he comes to the line? He's going to be closer. And he's a 1/10 of a second quicker than his previous, 1.6 seconds off, 3:21.2. Boniface, definite pace setter. And there we have Ghost, Alachamps, Hio, then Alids, Munch, and then Evil, who is just dead. Oh. Come on, you can get off the wall, come on. Yep, yes, no. Oh dear. If you just joined us, yeah.
There's been a minor shunt.
Our commentators had a pretty bad fatal accident. Well, at least we're going to have a test race, so he's not going to be racing in that one. He's struggling to get off the wall right now. Dear God. You have 15 seconds. You have 10 seconds. Yes! And comes to the line. And crosses it. And finishes.
Brilliant lap.
Awesome. Okay. So, ignore the nationalities, are a bit flipped all over the place. So, Boniface will start on pole for the test race. Ghost Hunter alongside him, Alachamps and Hio on the next row, then Alids and Munch on the next row. Cypher Knight will start on pole for the GTE because he's the only GTE car.
that comment. How does Evil always manage to be sideways or upside down?
That's a good question. We asked that all the time. I've asked myself
We do
that.
ask it all the time. I've asked that myself as well. It just happens. It's my natural instinct, you know. Be upside down. It's the quickest way and only way.
Yes.
Apparently, Evil is American according to P-Cars too.
Alright, well, according to this, Boniface is Swiss, Ghost Hunter is from North Korea, Alachamps is from Sweden, Hio is from Germany, Alids, I don't know, Munch is Swiss, and even, yes, you are from America, Cypher Knight is North Korean.
I think there's something wrong there, lads.
However, I am still Irish, that's good.
Definitely, so you know my nationality on this game.
North Korean.
Yes.
Yes.
My name is Kunjamun on this game.
It is actually, I have share play with him, it is.
He's King Johnum. Haven't been told off yet by the game.
Yet.
Right.
Okay.
How's this going to work?
So I just retire and spectate, and just go into the monitor, and we should be good to go. So just keep an eye on the live timings, ladies and gentlemen, which is being streamed simultaneously. And that should be all good. If I could just see if that stream is up. Yes, it is. So they're just getting reset at the moment. Keep an eye. That's how you're going to keep. That's how you're going to know who is where. I hear a lot of revving in the pit lane. Who's revving in the pit lane?
I actually don't know.
I'm a little bit confused. Oh, I hear a car going out. Here we go then. Potentially. No? Yes? Oh, yes. Right. Alachamp's heading out on track. Is he gonna have to wait? Okay, he's pulling over to the side. There's Hio. I think there's a bit of confusion. Ghost Hunter heading out on track. Then we have the Toyota. The two Toyotas, actually. Oh dear. How is this going to go? Evil, get back in the pit lane right now. Evil. Evil. Evil, get yourself back in the pit garage immediately.
But
No. Bad. Are you going to race around for an hour?
no, I'll probably have an accident in the first corner.
Okay.
Apparently, I've just been allowed to go through these cars. Oh, they have just brake checked me.
Okay, well Boniface is now on the track. So just keep an eye on the live timings, as I said. They'll get reset when they cross the line.
I don't know who's going to be where. They're just.
You're supposed to be 7th, so just check.
But yeah, the timings are a bit messed up on my end. It says I'm P9.
Oh god, Boniface has left the session, so Ghost Hunter will start on pole. He moves to the front and will set the pace.
Apparently I'm P4 now.
So you're behind the two Toyotas.
So I need to get behind the Toyota.
Yeah. Yeah, do not let the GTE car by though, so you're starting last, Evil.
Good.
So formation lap is underway. Audi followed by two Porsches and a Toyota, followed by another Audi. And a Ferrari GTE, who's going to win anyway because he's the only one on track. And the Toyotas have passed the Porsches. What is going on? What are they doing? He's just taken off.
Right, honorary pace car's going to go and take him out. Where is he?
Oh dear, this is just falling apart.
Right, well I'm being in P. Right, I'm following higher then. Oh dear.
Right. We shall just ignore the Toyota because he's supposed to be in the formation lap and not doing that.
I suppose this is what the practice is for, right?
Yes. That's exactly what you don't do, ladies and gentlemen.
See, I'm doing something right. Somehow. I mean, it's not going to end well. Gonna get taken out by the Ferrari. Why is a Ferrari? Do you know why is there always a Ferrari when we're doing a race like this? I don't like seeing a Ferrari in my rearview mirror. It's just going to end badly in turn 1.
And the Toyota has pulled over to the side of the road and is now waiting.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. This Toyota ahead of me just made me crash into the Ferrari nearly.
So then, oh dear.
She's braking really in front of me.
Right, well, ignoring that. Ghost is setting the pace. I think the Toyota is waiting up the road. Yes.
I think he is.
Yes. He's realised what he's done.
He's realised he's done a bad thing, and now he's sad.
Yes. Audi, Porsche, Toyota, Audi.
Ferrari.
Yeah. There's the Toyota waiting. He should peel in front, or just behind the Porsches here. There he goes, he's back. Oh dear. Okay, yes, he should start last. Or will he overtake Evil? Right, back to Ghost as he begins the first practice test race. Oh God!
That's got to cross right now.
There's been a crash on the formation lap. Oh, what is going on back there?
I mean, he just comes straight to the side of me.
That's Vettel's attempt at a Stroll accent? Ah, oh God! Evil has almost completely, just utterly died there. Alright, now...
Holy cow! What is going on here, then?
Ah, Boniface is now trying to catch you guys up. He's been in the wall already. But he's quite a ways back. He's at Indianapolis now. Just bear in mind, we will have a lot more cars on track in the actual race. So, oh dear. The Porsches have almost collided. Just keeping an eye on the grid. It is Ghost, followed by Champs, then Hio, then the Toyota of Aled, then Monch, then Evil, and then the GTE Ferrari. Here we go then for the first test race for the 24-hour of Le Mans, presented by Gavra Racing. Watch for the green. And we are underway for the first test race of the Le Mans season here. Ghost Hunter with a good start. Let's keep an eye also on the two Porsches behind. There's been almost a big shunt. Evil somehow not collided with any... Oh, God! There's been a shunt. And the poor...
What happened?
I am so sorry for laughing, but that was the funniest thing. Ghost leads. I think you hit Champs. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's dropped behind Hio. The Toyotas are struggling behind.
Something just broke massively on my car then. What?
Dear Lord. Right, Ghost Hunter leads.
So sorry, whoever I hit.
I think you hit Champs, if I'm totally honest.
I don't know what happened. All of a sudden I braked and the car was pointing sideways.
Two Toyotas are together. Then we have Hio, who's ahead of his teammate here.
Somehow I got no damage from that.
How? Two Toyotas fighting it out here for 4th and 5th here. And the Porsche
not gone well.
And the Porsche Boniface catching up. Here comes the Toyotas battling it out for 4th position here. That is Alid moving to the outside of his teammate Moshk here, around the outside of the Mulsanne chicane here, and that's a nice move. And he's got that move done. Evil, after his horrific lap 1 incident, is still
zero damage.
Zero damage somehow. Rising up the hill, chasing after the two Toyotas. He's followed by a Porsche Boniface, the fastest man on track. And let's just keep an eye on the...
Oh my God!
Oh God! There's been a horrific accident. There's been a horrific accident at the end of the Mulsanne. A Toyota has flown into the air, lights ablaze. Oh, God. Right, keep an eye on your live timings. You can see the positions, and it is working beautifully. Here comes Evil looking, oh God, off the outside of Indianapolis, chasing after the Toyota. Can he make that move? He's come to the outside, next corner, he's got it done already. And we'll have a slight delay. He's past Alex. Alex coming back at him towards the Porsche curves. See if we get that update on our screens. And Alex coming back at him. That is a very quick Toyota. So, Hayo is ahead of his teammate Alechamps. And Ghost is well out in the lead right now by about 9 seconds. Crosses the line. And you can see the positions there. Alechamps second. Invalidated laps for the others. And Evil's still fighting with one of the Toyotas here. Oh God.
Okay, apparently.
And through. Yep, now we get the timing screens update. There will be a bit of a delay as we look at it. So Ghost Hunter first, Hayo second, Alechamps third. And then we'll wait for the update for you in fourth. There it is. Evil fourth, Monsk Alex is will be sixth, and Cypher Knight will lead in GTE. Of course, he's the only one here. And still fighting with that Toyota. Comes back at him down the Mulsanne. That is Moshk. And then the Audi just starts to power away once again once the ERS one runs out on the Toyota. And so we've had one horrific accident for one Toyota. The other Toyota is fighting with one of the Audis here. Watch as it punches out of the first of the Mulsanne chicanes. They'll get a good run with the ERS to the outside. It'll run out of ERS and the Audi will start pulling back once again in a slingshot effect. As you can see, the Audi is superior in a straight line. And the Toyota of Moshk sitting behind for now. You can just see the lights of the Ferrari GTE in the background of Cypher Knight. Meanwhile, out in front, it's Ghost Hunter leading by a comfortable margin over... Oh God, he's in the gravel.
Oh dear. Oh my God.
Oh God! The Toyota is still there. Evil makes contact with the dead Toyota, and the other Toyota seeks vengeance and tries to get back past the Audi. He does so, but the Audi will come back at him towards Indianapolis.
I mean, why is he upside down? There still.
I don't know. Maybe thinking about life here. Down towards Indianapolis. That's brave! Onto the grass! Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, God. And the Toyota tips the barrier lightly. Evil into the gravel trap. There's been a shunt. The Toyota still maintains the position.
He's forced me onto the grass there.
I don't think I have to say anything there. Ghost completes lap 2 with the Porsches of Hayo and Alechamps closing in behind. They are catching little by little. Alichamps went 2 seconds. Oh, there's about to be a battle here between the two Porsches. Hayo in front of his teammate here. Alichamps trying to find a way past here. Let's see if he can do so. We shall ride on board. Should also keep an eye behind on this raging battle between the Audi and the Toyota. Oh, God. Going towards the Corvettes and Ford chicanes. The Toyota still leads from the Audi. The Audi punches out of the chicane and surges past. Right, the dead Toyota has been removed from the circuit.
Finally.
Here come the two Porsches fighting it out in second and third here. Alichamps looking for a way through past Hayo. They are not far behind now. They're not far behind the lead Audi. Oh, Alichamps went a little bit deep there. And just lost a bit of time to his teammate. Cypher Knight just leading G. Oh God! Oh God! Oh dear! The Toyota and the Audi have made contact once again.
Just shoved straight into my car.
And you can now see why Evil decided not to compete. Keeping an eye. Oh dear!
Oh my God! He's just taken my rear end off.
Yeah, I think he went straight for you there. We should not be having that. Hayo on a charge in second place. Oh. And death. Oh, Alichamps had a horrible accident. His rear end is missing. He's been in the wall hard. Hayo now second, and he's almost caught up to our leader, Ghost. So, two Toyotas involved in two separate incidents. 40 minutes on the clock. We're cycling into nighttime. Oh, Hayo makes a mistake. Oh, and Ghost Hunter's into the pit lane. Let's just see if we can keep an eye on him, as now Hayo will take the lead. We'll get a 7-second delay on the update of the timing sheets. But into the pit lane comes the Audi. And there goes the other Porsche. He's coming into the pit lane. That's Alichamps on his way in. So Hayo now leads. So we've been going for about an hour and a half now. I can't stay any longer, so we shall see you for the qualifying session in a week or so time. So thank you for joining us. These guys will continue on racing. So we shall see you next time. Good night.